welcome back to my channel. So this is my February and March of 2019 wrap up. Now I only got around to reading 2 out of the 5 that I'd set myself in February, and so I'm going to start there with what I did set myself and what I did end up finishing. So I set myself Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, and that has gone into the graveyard because I started to read it, but because I didn't have my buddy reader reading it, sorry, I don't know what my wife is doing in the background.
Here's a gobble. See, gobble, gobble, gobble.
She's playing with the dog. Considering she was supposed to buddy read with me and I didn't have the drive to finish it that I would have had she have decided to read that month like she was supposed to. Next I have Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas was on my list, and again I did not get around to reading this book. So I have put that into the TBR graveyard, which means that later on in the year I will go back and go through books that I did not get around to reading or did not finish reading in the month I was supposed to read them. The next one is one that I borrowed from the library, so I had to read it and had to finish it in the time, and that was The Magician's Apprentice by Trudi Canavan. So that is going to appear right here in the middle of the screen. And so that one I enjoyed. It is a prequel to the Black Magician trilogy, and so I finished that one in the allotted time. I also then read the Cowgirl. Why did I grab the Drifter? I read the Cowgirl. Sorry, the sequel to this one is the Cowgirl, which is the one I actually read. I don't know where the physical book is at the moment, but it's by Anthea Hodgson. So I read that and finished that in February, and those were my 2 books that I actually finished in February. The 5th book that was on my list, which I finished on the 1st of April, so it can't count towards my February, but I finished it on the 1st of April, and that was 9 from the Nine Worlds by Riordan, which is a little series of short stories in the Magnus Chase universe. Now on to my March TBR. I again decided that I was going to try and read Empire of Storms, give it a second go. Still did not get around to reading it. Then I was given Akarnae in December, January. Can't remember if it was Christmas or birthday present, because they're like literally 2 weeks apart. And because she was doing a signing for her later books, I went and got that signed, and I thought I'd start reading it. So I read it within a few days. It was really good. It was one of my 5-star reads. Thief's Magic was also on my list, which I have the audio book version. I have it on my laptop. I've been trying to transfer it across to my iPad, and it just doesn't like doing so, so I didn't get around to reading it, but it will end up in the TBR graveyard. I ended up reading Slaves of the Mastery, which is this one, which is book 2 in the Wind on Fire series. I read 2 from Demelza Carlton, which are ebooks, and and they're in the Mel Goes to Hell series. So I read the first one, which is Welcome to Hell. The second one is See You in Hell. So I read both of those. And then, because I loved Akarnae so much, I went and got the next 2 in the series, which I finished Raelia in the same month. So I read the first and second book in the Middoran Chronicles. And so that is how my months rolled. If you want to know more about the books or what rating I gave, I'm going to link that down in the comments. And if you want to come talk to me, that would be great. Bye!